Baltimore Orioles versus Tampa Bay Rays. The Baltimore Orioles, 43-53, 43-53 RL, 42-54 OU, and the Tampa Bay Rays, 51-47, 52-46 RL, 63, 40-54 4 OU, conclude a three-game divisional series on Sunday afternoon, and the Orioles are sending Trevor Rogers to the mound. The Rays will counter with Ryan Pepiot. The season series is 4-4 entering Saturday after the Rays rolled to an 11-1 win in the opening game of the set Friday night. Trevor Rogers will get the nod on Sunday. Rogers was dominant in his previous outing, keeping the Marlins to only one run in 6.1 innings of work, but had no help and was charged with the loss. The veteran southpaw has been steady in his 6 performances. He did not make his season debut until May due to injury. Rogers has generated a 1.53 ERA and a 0.82 WHIP, accompanied by a 2-1 record in 35.1 innings. He has squandered 7 runs in 3 outings spanning 14.1 innings in his career against the Rays. The Baltimore Orioles are having a disappointing season, but have performed better in the past month. They have won 3 of their past 5 series. This includes a series win against the Mets and 2 defeats in 3 home meetings against the Marlins before the break. They scored 6 runs against the Marlins and squandered 19 runs. The Orioles stand at 21-28 on the road. Cedric Mullins only has 2 RBIs this month. The center fielder is having a solid year, posting 41 RBI. Jordan Westburg has recorded a weak .636 OPS against the Rays this season. The 26-year-old has 21 RBI and a .761 OPS. Ramon Urias only has 3 RBI and a .619 OPS against the Rays. The veteran third baseman has amassed 29 RBI and a .653 OPS on the season. Adley Rutschman remains out with an injury. Baltimore is averaging 4.1 runs per game, ranking them 22nd. The pitching staff has a 4.99 ERA, pegging them 27th. The Rays are opting with Ryan Pepiot to conclude the series. Pepiot pitched in the last game before the break and was decent, yielding 4 runs, 3 earned, in 6 innings against Boston, and was hit with the defeat. The veteran is one of the Rays' best pitchers. He has generated a 3.38 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP, accompanied by a 6-7 record in 114.1 innings on the season. Pepiot has mediocre numbers in his career against Baltimore, posting a 4.29 ERA and a 2-1 record in 21 innings. The Tampa Bay Rays are battling for a playoff spot. They were in a wild card spot last month, but have dipped 1.5 games behind Boston and Seattle, who owned the final 2 wild card spots entering Saturday's action. They have been stumbling recently, dropping 5 consecutive series. The Rays were dealt a series loss by Detroit, followed by a sweep at the hands of the Red Sox last weekend. They posted an 11-1 win in the first game of this series. The group is 29-25 at home. Jonathan Aranda has issued a .730 OPS this month. The 27-year-old is hitting .319 with 49 RBI and a sharp .878 OPS. Junior Caminero has developed into a star player. The 22-year-old third baseman has 25 bombs with 64 RBI and an .810 OPS. He has recorded 7 RBI against the Orioles this season. Josh Lowe is having a subpar year. The veteran outfielder has managed 21 RBI and a decent .718 OPS. Watch for Yandy Diaz, who has 8 RBI and a dazzling 1.1 OPS against the Orioles. The veteran first baseman is having another productive season, netting 57 RBI and a strong .810 OPS. Tampa Bay is posting an average of 4.69 runs on the year, marking them 9th. The pitching is a strength, reporting a 3.75 ERA, positioning them 10th. I expect this one to have runs. These rivals have been scoring a ton of runs against each other this season. Baltimore has averaged 6.5 runs against the Rays this season, with 22 runs coming in one game. Pipiot has conceded 5 runs in 9.2 innings against the Orioles this season. In addition, Tampa Bay has scored an average of 6.5 runs in the 7 meetings against the Orioles, including 11 runs in the dominating win on Friday. The Orioles' pitching has been exposed, giving up a total of 32 runs in their past 5 games. The over is a convincing 5-1 in the Rays' past 6 home games. The Baltimore Orioles have not been able to win games with any consistency all season and are only 2-3 in their past 5 games entering Saturday evening. They are 7 games below 500 on the road. The Tampa Bay Rays are battling for a playoff spot and won the series opener in a rout. Furthermore, Orioles pitcher Trevor Rogers has solid numbers, but be aware that he has only made 6 outings this season. Rogers pitched against Tampa Bay in June and struggled, yielding 3 runs in only 2.1 innings in a game the Rays won. Rays pitcher Ryan Pepiot is steady. He has conceded 2 or fewer runs in 4 of his past 6 outings. The Rays win games when he is pitching, sporting a 5-0 record in Pepiot's past 5 home starts. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Tampa Bay Rays ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. San Diego Padres versus Washington Nationals. The Padres wrap up their 3-game series in Washington, D.C. against the Nationals on Sunday afternoon. The Padres are battling for a playoff spot in a crowded NL West division, while the Nats are just searching for a level of respectability. The pitching matchup in the series finale will feature righty Nick Pivetta, 9'2", 2.80, of the Padres taking on Nats' lefty Mackenzie Gore, 4'8", 3.02. The Padres are fighting for playoff positioning while also playing in the toughest division in the National League, the NL West. They came into the weekend trailing the Dodgers in the standings and just ahead of third-place San Francisco, but holding the 3rd spot in the NL wildcard standings. On Friday night in the series opener, the Padres pulled out a 7-2 win over the Nats. The big blow came in the 9th inning when All-Star Manny Machado belted a grand slam to break the game wide open. Starter Dylan Cease was outstanding, allowing 4 hits without a run and striking out 10 in 5.1 innings of work. The Padres improved to 53-44 with the win on Friday night, holding a 1.5-game lead over the Giants for the final wildcard spot. They'll hand the ball off to hard-throwing right-hander Nick Pivetta in the series finale. Pivetta is 9-2 in 19 starts, including 11 quality starts in his first season with the Padres. He has an ERA of 2.88 and a WHIP of 1.02. Pivetta has allowed just 82 hits in 109.1 innings of work. He has walked 29 batters and struck out 122. In his last start, a 2-1 loss to the Phillies, Pivetta allowed 3 hits and 1 unearned run while striking out 8 batters. The Padres have won 3 of his last 5 starts. On the road, Pivetta is 3-2 with a 4.09 ERA in 8 starts. The Washington Nationals have struggled to turn the corner in what has now been a 6-year rebuild since winning the World Series in 2019. They parted ways with both their manager and general manager after being swept by Boston at home 2 weeks ago. They started the second half 20 games under .500 and didn't improve things on Friday night, losing to the Padres 7-2. The Nationals trailed 2-0 heading into the bottom of the 8th inning before C.J. Abrams hit a 2-run home run to tie the game. The bullpen couldn't hold the lead, however, surrendering 5 runs in the top of the 9th to lose their 5th straight game. Starter Michael Soroka went 5 innings and allowed 3 hits and 1 run. The Nationals headed into the second half with 4 straight losses and added to that number with a loss on Friday night. They've now gone over 20 games under .500 with more than half the season gone. They'll try to get back on track in the series finale with southpaw Mackenzie Gore on the mound. Gore is 4-8 on the season in 19 starts, with a team-leading 12 quality starts. Gore has an ERA of 3.02 and a WHIP of 1.20. He's allowed 97 hits in 110.1 innings, including 11 home runs. In his last start, an 8-2 win at St. Louis, he went 6 innings and allowed 5 hits and 1 run while striking out 7. The Nationals have lost 3 of Gore's last 5 starts. At home, he is 2-4 with a 2.39 ERA in 8 starts. This could very well turn into the pitcher's duel of the weekend set with Pivetta battling Gore. Both pitchers have ERAs hovering around 3.00, and each has excelled at keeping the ball out of play with a combined 260 strikeouts on the season. The Padres have gone under the number in 3 of Pivetta's last 5 starts. Gore comes in with an ERA of just 2.39 at home this season. This one should be tight and could be decided in the late innings. The Nats have lost 5 straight home games entering play on Saturday, but Sunday's pitching matchup should favor them. Gore has been excellent at home with an ERA of just 2.39. He's also posted a strong strikeout rate in front of the home crowd and consistently limits hard contact when pitching at Nationals Park. Meanwhile, Padres starter Pivetta has an ERA of 4.09 on the road this season in 8 starts. He is also susceptible to the long ball, allowing the majority of his 12 home runs in the latter stages of the first half. His tendency to fall behind in counts has cost him in hitter-friendly parks, and that could become an issue again here. Nationals Park is the 8th best hitter's park in baseball, and the ball could be flying out in the warm afternoon air on Sunday. If Washington's lineup can stay patient and work Pivetta deep into counts, they could create several run-scoring opportunities. Gore's ability to get deeper into games should also help the weary Nationals bullpen and put them in a position to pick up a rare home win on Sunday. Add in the fact that Washington has hit better against right-handers, and this could be a breakout performance to stop their home slide. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Washington Nationals ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Boston Red Sox versus Chicago Cubs. On Sunday, the Boston Red Sox, 53-46 3rd AL East, play the final game of a 3-game series at Wrigley Field in the Windy City against the Chicago Cubs, 58-39 1st NL Central. Boston lost to Chicago 4-1 in the first game of the series on Friday night, which snapped a 10-game winning streak by the Red Sox. Boston trails first-place Toronto in the American League East by 4 games. With its victory on Friday, Chicago has won 3 straight and 4 of the last 5. The Cubs lead the National League Central by 1 game over the Milwaukee Brewers. Boston will play without 10 pitchers as well as Tristan Casas. Chicago will play without 6 pitchers as well as catcher Miguel Amaya. The Boston Red Sox are in the top 6 in 4 hitting categories. Boston is 5th in each of the following: runs scored with 492, batting average at .255, and slugging percentage at .431. The Red Sox are 6th in on-base percentage at .326. Wilyer Abreu leads Boston in home runs with 18. Trevor Story is second with 15. Story is the leader in RBI with 58, and Abreu is second with 52. Boston has 4 players with 48 or more RBI. The Red Sox have hit 201 doubles, 16 triples, and 122 home runs for 339 extra base hits in 99 games. On the mound, Boston is 7th in quality starts with 43, 11th in ERA at 3.80, 18th in batting average against at .245, and 19th in WHIP at 1.30. On Sunday, Boston will hand the ball to Garrett Crochet. This season, the left-hander is 10-4 with a 2.23 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, and 160 strikeouts. Crochet leads Boston in wins, ERA for starters, and strikeouts. The Chicago Cubs are in the top 8 in 4 hitting categories. Chicago is second in both runs scored with 516 and slugging percentage at .445. The Cubs are 6th in batting average at .255 and 8th in on-base percentage at .325. Seiya Suzuki has 26 home runs and 80 RBI to lead the Cubs in both. Pete "Crow" Armstrong is second in both home runs with 25 and RBI with 71. Chicago has 7 players with 40 or more RBI. The Cubs have hit 168 doubles, 20 triples, and 143 home runs for 231 extra base hits in 97 games. On the mound, Chicago is 8th in WHIP at 1.23, 12th in quality starts with 38, 13th in ERA at 3.81, and 20th in batting average against with .246. Matthew Boyd leads Chicago in wins with 10, strikeouts with 102, and ERA for starters at 2.34. Chicago had not yet released the name of a starting pitcher for Sunday's final game of a 3-game series at home against the Boston Red Sox. The total has finished under in 4 of Boston's last 5 games. The total has finished under 6 of Chicago's last 7 games, and in 7 of the last 8 games that the Cubs have played against a team from the American League. Boston starting pitcher Garrett Crochet has the second-best ERA in baseball at 2.23 amongst pitchers who qualify for their number of innings pitched. Crochet pitched a complete game, 1-0 victory over Tampa Bay last Saturday, allowing just 3 hits while striking out 9. The Red Sox have won each of the lefties' last 3 starts and 7 of the last 8. Boston has won 10 of its last 11 games after having its 10-game winning streak snapped by the Cubs on Friday. This should be a very close game, but the difference, as mentioned previously, will be on the mound for Boston. The bullpen ERAs are very close, with Boston slightly better at 3.42, while Chicago is at 3.50. Boston's offense has also been sharp lately, averaging over 5 runs per game during their recent hot streak, with key hitters like Rafael Devers and Jarren Duran delivering timely hits. Meanwhile, the Red Sox defense has tightened up as well, committing fewer errors and helping the pitching staff stay out of trouble. Given Boston's recent momentum and the quality starts they've been getting from their rotation, they have a strong chance to pick up another win here. Crochet pitched a complete game, 1-0 victory over Tampa Bay last Saturday, allowing just 3 hits while striking out 9. The Red Sox have won each of the lefties' last 3 starts and 7 of the last 8. Boston has won 10 of its last 11 games after having its 10-game winning streak snapped by the Cubs on Friday. This should be a close game, but Boston has the edge on the mound. Their bullpen ERA is slightly better at 3.42 compared to Chicago's 3.50. Boston's offense has also been sharp lately, averaging over 5 runs per game during their recent hot streak, with key hitters like Rafael Devers and Jarren Duran delivering timely hits. Meanwhile, the Red Sox defense has tightened up as well, committing fewer errors and helping the pitching staff stay out of trouble. Given Boston's recent momentum and the quality starts they've been getting from their rotation, they have a strong chance to pick up another win here. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Boston Red Sox ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. St. Louis Cardinals versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cardinals wrap up their weekend series in the desert on Sunday against the Diamondbacks. The Cardinals are chasing the first-place Cubs in the NL Central Division, while the Diamondbacks are 4th place in the NL West Division. The pitching matchup in the series finale will feature Cardinals righty Miles Mikolas, 5'6", 4.94, taking on Diamondbacks righty Merrill Kelly, 8'5", 3.34. The St. Louis Cardinals have an uphill battle to earn a playoff spot in the National League, particularly in the highly competitive NL Central Division. The Cardinals trail the first-place Cubs as well as the second-place Brewers, while trying to fend off the hard-charging Cincinnati Reds. On Friday night, in Game 1 of the series, the Cardinals fell to the Diamondbacks 7-3. The Cardinals fell behind 7-0 before scoring 3 times in the 9th inning. Victor Scott II provided much of the offense with a 2-run home run in the 9th inning. The Cardinals need to make a move soon, given the glut of teams battling for a wild-card spot in the National League. They'll close this series in Arizona, with veteran righty Miles Mikolas on the hill. McCollus is 5th or 6th on the season in 18 starts, including 5 quality starts. He has an ERA of 4.94 and a WHIP of 1.29. McCollus has allowed 99 hits in 93 innings of work, including 15 home runs. In his last start, an 8-1 win over the Nationals in St. Louis, McCollus went 5.2 innings with 2 hits and no runs. He struck out 6. The Cardinals have lost 3 of McCollus's last 5 starts. McCollus is 3 for 3 in 10 starts on the road this season. The Arizona Diamondbacks have a long road to climb to get back in the hunt in the National League playoff picture. They are still under .500 heading into Sunday's series finale with the Cardinals and have several teams to leapfrog to get near a wild card spot. The Diamondbacks came out of the gate in the second half on a positive note, taking Game 1 of this series 7-3 against the Cardinals. Starter Brandon Pfaadt pitched 7 scoreless innings to lead the D-backs to victory. DH Adrian Del Castillo led the offensive attack, going 3 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. The Diamondbacks will try to close out this series on a high note and will do so with righty Merrill Kelly on the hill. Kelly is 8-5 in 20 starts, including 11 quality starts. Kelly has an ERA of 3.34 and a WHIP of 1.05. He has allowed 89 hits in 116 innings of work, including 13 home runs. In his last start, a 5-1 win over the Angels in Anaheim, Kelly allowed 1 hit and 1 run in 5 innings of work. He struck out 6 but walked 4 batters, shortening his outing and preventing him from going deeper. The Diamondbacks have lost 3 of Kelly's last 5 starts. At home, Kelly is 3-3 with a 3.43 ERA in 10 starts, continuing to provide competitive outings on his home mound. The Cardinals have gone over the total in 3 of McCollus's last 5 starts. He has struggled to put hitters away and already coughed up 15 home runs this season. McCollus also has an ERA approaching 6 on the road this season, where his WHIP is significantly higher than at home, reflecting his lack of command. The Cardinals have also gone over the number in 5 straight games, heading into Saturday night's matchup with the Diamondbacks, due in part to a bullpen that has failed to contain late-inning damage. As for Arizona, they have gone over the number in 3 of their last 4 games and continue to produce runs consistently at home. Kelly, like McCollus, has been prone to the long ball, coughing up 13 this season, and has allowed at least 1 home run in 5 of his last 6 starts. With both teams leaning toward offensive surges lately, this contest sets up well for another high-scoring affair. The edge in starting pitching on Sunday will lean toward the Diamondbacks. D-backs' starter Kelly has an ERA of 3.43 at home this season in 10 starts. He is coming off a solid start on the road against the Angels. Kelly allowed just 1 hit in 5 innings and just 1 run. He has 11 quality starts thus far and should get his team deep into this game. On the other side, Cards starter Mikolas has an ERA of 5.58 on the road in 10 starts. The Cardinals have lost 3 of Mikolas's last 5 starts. The Cardinals have also lost 3 of their last 5 games overall, heading into Saturday night's game with the Diamondbacks. Ride the right arm of Kelly and the powerful bats of the Diamondbacks to pick up a win on Sunday. Arizona also ranks among the top 10 in slugging percentage at home, while St. Louis continues to struggle generating offense on the road, averaging under 4 runs per game. With a favorable matchup both on the mound and at the plate, the D-backs are in a strong position to control the tempo and dictate terms early. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Diamondbacks ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.